In tonight's video, I am talking to you about the mistakes to avoid in your dissertation. Hello and welcome to my video. My name's Sarah Edwards. Those of you that know me know that I'm a psychology and criminology tutor. I'm also a probation officer. So I help students like you who want to do well in their degree, who want to increase their marks and feel less overwhelmed in the whole process. Those of you who are actually currently on the trainee probation officer program, this may also be useful because you have a work-based learning project, which is basically a dissertation but using real case studies. So this is going to be helpful for you as well. Thinking that you just got way too much time. This means that you end up putting it off or thinking, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow. So stay to the end of the video because I'm going to show you exactly how you can deal with this situation. The next mistake that I see a lot of students make is not accounting for things that may leave you more behind. We've all experienced this year and the pandemic. That has made a lot of students fall behind. You know, unexpectedly, you may have to move out of your accommodation. You may have to deal with things at home, in your relationships, in your families, your own mental health. You may need a bit longer off than you originally thought to just kind of reset yourself. Allow this when you're making your plan for doing your dissertation. Okay, let's admit now, who has thought it's got to December and you're like, yes, you've got all the Christmas holidays, you've got 3 weeks off and you're loving life. And then you're like, okay, no, I've actually got to start working on my dissertation. Really should have started it before, but this is what I mean. You think, I've been there before, I think, oh yeah, I'm a student, I've got all the Christmas holidays, I've got all the summer holiday. Yes, you have, but it's up to you to plan your time so that you still actually get some work done. Again, stay to the end of the video because I'm going to show you how to do that. And for those of you in your third year at uni, or if you're doing your masters, or if you are doing a probation work-based learning project, don't forget your other essay deadlines. Again, the same thing applies to them. If something happens unexpectedly, or unexpectedly need to just give yourself some time to, rest, or if you're ill, whatever, you still may have other essays going on in the background. So when I was in my third year, I had, I think, a couple of other essays as well going on. So factor that in. Remember that you will have other essays. A student that I was just working with, she factored that into the plan that we created. So you've waited for this bit. I've told you the mistakes. Here's how you can deal with them and avoid making these mistakes yourself. What I want you to do is create 2 timetables, one long term, one short term. So if you're watching this and you're in your second year, or you're in your masters, or you're doing your work-based learning project, then especially if your deadline is March or April next year for undergraduates, start writing your timetable now. Have a long-term one for when your deadline is, where you want to see yourself at each stage, at each month. Then have a short-term timetable that gets you from week to week with actual actions that you're going to take. This is one reason why I always tell undergraduate students, if they've got a dissertation due in March, April, in your second year, start now. It's the beginning of summer. Start thinking about your proposal, start thinking about your research and note-taking. Just better to start early. I have a similar video about things that help me stress less, and one of the things is starting early. So if you're interested, go and watch that. I'll link that video above here. The next factor is when you're doing your timetable, be realistic. If I'm doing a timetable, I don't just want to be solidly working. Who does? So factor in what time you generally tend to get up, or if you're pushing your boundaries a little bit, what time you're prepared to change your getting up time to if you want to get up a bit early. Put in there your chill time, your work time, if you're going to the gym, if you're going out in the evening, work if you're working, or other assignments, when your lectures are. Like, be real with yourself. A lot of the time we are over optimistic, thinking we've got so much time. So be true to when is your chill times, when is your gym time, eating, all of that kind of thing, fun times, because nobody wants to be that bore just sitting there working themselves into the ground, because you're just going to get stressed out. You need to have balance, which is what I'm all focused on and helping you with. You cannot just be locked up in your room doing this dissertation, which is another reason why I say start early, because you may think, I've got loads of time, I'll just lock myself in the room for a month. That's not good for anyone's mental health. So if you are thinking about your dissertation, if you've got any ideas or you've got questions for me, and don't forget, I am still opening the doors to my pre-probation program. So if you're interested in that, then you can sign up. I've also got the essay skills course, and I will leave details below.